And Chris Ockley on the phone with Steve Davis, the Kansas native. Was it Iowa, Kansas?
Yes.
Okay. And former runner there, and at College of the Ozarks down in the Branson area, and then before starting a legendary and Hall of Fame coaching career at Viburnum, and then 25 years or so at Potosi, and after being out of the coaching game for just a couple years, being active and seeing him at meets all the time, he is back to it, starting up the program at Mineral Area Community College, or Mineral Area College in Park Hills, Missouri. And Coach, I thought a few years ago when St. Louis Community College, Florissant, shut down their program, that was it. We were down to no programs left, and come to find out, we've got Cody College in Nevada, Missouri, that his women's program that's leaving for the NAIA, and then Longview with the Metropolitan Community College system in Kansas City area, and Lee Summit's got a women's cross country program, and so I'm glad that we've got some, but even this winter I had a college, one of the many, obviously those community and junior colleges are all over the state of Kansas. Seems like every county's got one, and I had one reach out to me saying, hey, we're going to be in town, visiting, and let me know if you got any recruits, or any kids that that aren't signed that might be appropriate for us. And, my response was, yeah, that'd be great to have somebody to, give kids an option and send them somewhere. And then a week or two later, I run into you at the first meet of the spring, and you give me the good news that that you're starting up the program at Mineral Area in Park Hills, Missouri. Tell me just about how that played out. I know previous years you'd kind of eyed a couple of college coaching jobs and thought that'd be fun to do. But tell me how this all played out.
Well, really, for a lot of years, myself and just off and on, just different area coaches around that we'd always see each other at meets, and this is going on really through even the late 90s, all through the 2000s and stuff. Just a conversation sometimes would come up and say, well, wouldn't it be nice if Mineral Area had cross country and track, MAC, and everybody just kind of talk about it for a while and just say, yeah, it'd be nice, had a couple of junior colleges in Missouri, and then of course with MAC being close to most of the schools that we compete against around this area, that was always the conversation about, Jefferson College or Mineral Area, maybe somebody started up. And so after this past year's, the 2017 state cross country meet, I had spoken with some coaches about it again. They said, we just know a lot of kids over the years that would have benefited. And so it kind of made my mind up to contact the college president, and it was even easier to approach him because his daughter was a senior at Farmington High School running cross country, and then I'd found out from Jordan Stone, who's a Farmington cross country coach, that Dr. Kurtz was very, very, open and listening to, any topic that would be brought his way. And so I sent him an email and said, yeah, I'd like to, throw some ideas in your direction about cross country track, and about the possibility maybe someday becoming some sports at the college. And so he got right back with me and said, we kind of set a date just for him to have a meeting with me and talk and listen. And I'd gotten like a little preliminary budget put together from Coach Gimmer at UMKC, since he'd kind of went through the process at a college already of knowing what it takes budget wise to
sure
year by year. And of course it's not real hard to figure out that for sure cross country itself is not going to be a very high budget sport,
right?
And so I went to a meeting and just real good conversation, and I come to find out there had been talk already with the board of directors there at the college that they had kind of tossed around cross country, and of course soccer also was a big topic, because soccer's been kind of growing this area quite a bit, and they knew between with soccer possibly between men's and women's different seasons that they maybe have a possibility of bringing in more bodies than what cross country would. And so it kind of seemed like they might be leaning in that direction when they started one, but whatever they started, they knew it was going to be at Division III level, and Division III in junior college is not giving out any athletic scholarships. And so, which was fine because obviously, you know, some of the big keys to the mineral area college is going to be obviously the A+ was always going to be a big factor for kids in Missouri.
Right.
And then the other big thing, of course, was being so many of our area kids, so many of the high schools around, you know, just really within a 50, 60 mile radius of the college having cross country, and seeing a lot of those runners not continue on after high school for one or, you know, several reasons. Could be financial, or could be not wanting to get away from home, or just, you know, a number of reasons anyway.
Right.
And so anyway, good conversation, and he said, you know, it'd help to hear from some area coaches too. And so I got shot some emails out and had quite a few area coaches, you know, and even a couple of them from further away than just being from the area, from out and just still inside the state. But you know, quite a few coaches have really sent some letters about the, you know, how positive that'd be and how much of a benefit that'd be. Right. So anyway, to shorten the story a little bit, good meeting, and he said, you know, it'd be obviously financial concerns would be for, you know, how the state had kind of cut funds for the upper education, you know, the last couple of years.
Right. Yeah.
They were worried about it happening again, you know, this spring we're in right now. And so he said we'd have to be a type of deal where it looked like enough bodies would come in on a program like this to, you know, justify having it to where it actually, you know, revenue-wise would generate more than what was spent.
Sure.
And so he just said, you know, I'll just look forward to maybe hearing from some other coaches. And of course, you know, the guy was getting close to me about Christmas time, so didn't think much more about it. You know, presented it and, you know, felt good about it and stuff. But I knew sometimes the hands would be tied because of, you know, budget restraints and stuff. So didn't think a lot more about it. And then about, I guess it was probably close to the middle of February, I got an email from Dr. Pearson that said, hey, when you got some time to talk, you know, give me a call. And I, you know, responded right back, you know, right away, because I thought, well, if he's contacting me, it surely has to be something to do with...
Got to be good news, right.
It got to be something to do with cross country, and, you know, and hopefully maybe something track, too.
Right.
And so he said that they were kind of going to go forward with it, and it was going to, you know, talk about just strictly cross country. And I said, well, and the first thing I want to know was, do you think that it's too late to start for this upcoming year? In other words, you know, you think you'd be able to have enough athletes that had already committed somewhere, or that you could stir enough people around with it? And then the second thing was, you know, just strictly talking about cross country. And I said, well, here, I don't think it's too late, because I think there's always a lot of kids that, you know, make decisions later, just maybe weren't going to even run in the first place. But now with an opportunity like this, junior college would get a lot of bodies. And then the other thing I said was, well, you're going to get some people in for cross country, no doubt, but you're going to get more people in if you at least give them a spring option, even if you just say it's going to be spring track for distance runners, you know what I mean? So it was like, at least offer that. And so they, you know, talked about that and said, okay, we'll present it like that. So just really advertise it as cross country and then spring track for distance runners.
Right.
And so that, you know, that went on the agenda of March, and the board approved that on a 2-year trial period to say, you know, kind of evaluate after year one and then see how things were after year two, you know, as far as the growth and what was happening with it. And so, you know, we were excited about that passed, you know, with no problem. And so then, since that was early March, I knew the meets would be starting, you know, just in about the third week of March. And so it's like a whirlwind from there to get the word out and talk to some coaches and go to the meets and start spreading the word. That's what's been going on. You know, it made for a quick spring, and you know, it's been exciting, and it's been a lot of emails sent out, a lot of people talked to. So
no, that's exciting. Just to give other kids a chance to reach their highest potential and another chance to compete, and being able to turn it around this quick. I mean, most of the time that's looking 2 years. I think Missouri Western, that just is in their first year of competition, I think they announced, 2 years before, ahead of time to, find coaches and to put them on the recruiting trail. And So to be able to turn this around is pretty impressive. And you've told me that you're the president, the guy you've been working with, has got a running background, grew up in Arizona, and even ran at the University of Arizona, and was on the '84 team that was runner-up to Joe Falcon's Arkansas team. So, I mean, at least having a college president that is familiar with the sport, boy, that sure had to help.
Oh, yeah, I was a big positive. Of course, like I said, Dr. Kurtz is a very positive person, just really receptive to listen to anything. And so, it was easy to have a conversation with him, obviously with his running background, and of course getting around himself to some early meets, watching his daughter compete and run for Farmington.
Yeah.
And just positive. And of course, the athletic director, baseball is his background. His name is Mike Overman, and his background is really in baseball. But just from stepping in the door from day one, meeting him and him sitting in on meetings, and then having conversation with him, he's just, he's all on board and just doing all he can do to want to know what he can do to help and what do I need and everything. And so he's been very positive.
Boy, that
this process also. So
that almost energizes you that much more and makes you want to work that much more. That hard, that extra, next level of put that next level of work in when you got guys that are bosses that are bought in and ready to support you however they can.
Right. Yeah, and it's very exciting. I think it's exciting for them also, because they knew that sooner or later there's going to be another sport that would start, and they just didn't know what it would be, and they knew it would have to be, some budget restraints, but then also it's a big enough budget for what we're going to need, and they're going to be well taken care of, obviously, with the uniforms and the sweats and the spikes and
right.
shoes, and then just the normal type stuff. But then outside of some travel and the clothing like that, and then some minor things that go along with the sports of running.
Right.
It's pretty low budgets, but still it allows you to take care of the people that come out. And of course, the overall goal for the first year was to have some combination of about 20 runners. And we're getting awful close out right now. I got a few people that I'm calling fence riders that are saying, yeah, maybe this, maybe that, but I've got to, hopefully that they'll commit to it. And I'm probably in the range of in the 12 to 15 close with the boys, and the girls are low, just in the 3 to 5 range. And there just didn't seem to be a whole lot of the senior girl distance runners, period, that were in our area that were even, anybody really to talk to about the possibility. So it's kind of was a low year. So I guess that's kind of good for the future of the underclassmen. It's around for all the schools, but for this particular year, it's been a hard trying to search through all the Missouri athletes, and then even get into a little bit of Illinois and some down in Arkansas a little bit, trying to contact some people. So
right. No, with distance running, there's no expensive equipment. You got clothes and shoes, and that's about it. I mean, a few other maybe
you're right.
and a few other odds and ends of there's all kind of new gadgets to stretching and massage tools out there, but I mean, there's not a whole bunch of expensive equipment out there, and if anybody's unfamiliar, where Park Hills is, but if you head south from St. Louis on your way to Cape, you'll see the sign there for MAC, the Mineral Area College. And if my biggest memory of it is growing up a big basketball player, and when this documentary came out when I was a kid, and my dad took me and a couple buddies up to from Jeff City to Columbia to watch it in a small theater in Columbia, and it's Hoop Dreams, about the two Chicago basketball players, and took them, followed them through high school, and one of them ended up at MAC, and that's what put that on the map for me and put that in my spectrum. But no, there's just so much great coaching that goes on in that area from south of St. Louis all the way down to Cape, and to have a good college option there is pretty exciting. And heck, to be any kids to be influenced by Steve Davis, I'm all for it. So, your son.
I appreciate that.
Well, your son Kyle's quickly on his way to a Hall of Fame career with what he's doing as coaching at Herculaneum, and what What's he? Is he committed now to? He has to send a couple kids to you each year. Is that the part of, or he gets cut out of the family? How's that work?
Well, that could be, that could be, food for thought down the line. But actually, he's already staying ahead of the game on that, so to speak, because his senior girl, half miler, Emily Fisher, is probably coming to run for me. So he's already put one one in the basket already, so to speak. And so
right.
He's staying in good standing, and then he's got quite a few juniors that look like great possibilities for that program. So he might be, he might stay on the Christmas list for a while, probably. So.
Right. And tell me, I know you've been doing some PE teaching since you retired from Potosi, and how else have you been spending your time besides hanging out with the grandkids the last couple of years?
Well, it's just been, there's always something to do around the house. I think, well, how'd this stuff get done, back in the day and stuff. You just find out, you got all this extra yard work that seems to come up, or something needs to be fixed or whatever, and think, I don't know how I would have taken care of this stuff, a few years back when I had that really busy schedule. But, now things are kind of picking back up, and you kind of have to plot your schedule and your time out to where you're going to be at and what you're going to do and stuff. So, it was just nice to recharge a little bit and get out to all the cross-country meets and track meets I wanted to over the past couple of years in the fall and the spring. And, of course, it was always real nice to, when I was ready to go, just to be able to go out into my vehicle in the parking lot and get in it and drive home when I wanted to, not have to wait for the time for the bus to leave or for all the kids to get done competing if I didn't want to.
Sure.
So it's been good, staying connected with the sports and keeping up on the news and watching all the results go on these last couple of years. But it's going to be, great to be back into it and going and having this opportunity for a lot of our area student athletes to have that option if they need it or want it. So
right. Now, are you sure this was motivated by you by getting this chance again, or did did your better half get tired of you being around the house so much? She had to get you find something to do to be able to put up with you.
Well, she still has 3 or 4 years left herself teaching, and she waited to start teaching and coaching until after our 2 sons, got into school, and so she was a little behind me on that, and so she's still been teaching and coaching at Potosi, and so she always felt like, even though she knew it was retirement time for me, she knew that there was going to be something for me to do, and then didn't know for sure what, but there was going to be a plan there somewhere. And so just as the years went by, she kind of said, no, there's going to be something that you should be doing or whatever. And so, a couple of years ago, there was a couple of days of PE at the small Catholic school about 6 miles outside of Potosi called St. Joachim. So a lot of former teachers out there already working out there, and I said I can handle doing PE a couple of days a week. So that kind of started up, but then she just kept saying, I think there's more going to happen than that. And so she was right. She knew something was going to come up. And when this opportunity came up and the college, contacted me about, being interested in being a part of it and stuff, I said, I believe that I am. So
yeah,
that's where we're at.
Well, people can find the school's website at mineralarea.edu, and then we'll get your email up online, and any word out there for coaches that what kind of kids they might want to forward your way, or what athletes and what situations might be a great fit for you that you want to mention?
Well, like I say, really just getting rolling this first year. It just really opened to all. But I mean, this obviously provides a great opportunity for somebody that's looking to start off maybe at the junior college level and take care of their general requirements. And of course, obviously, we know A+ is going to be a big, benefit, and probably would see more likely to have kids from around our areas. AAA conference, Jefferson County Conference would be a high number of athletes coming from that area, but we just know it's going to provide, for sure, statewide in Missouri, an opportunity to be possibly more financially able for a lot of people also. So that's anybody that's interested in continuing their education and running career, we're glad to talk to them.
Yeah, we've got great colleges in Missouri at the NAIA Division III, Division I, and Division II level, and like I said, it seems like as the years have gone on, we've just dropped more of the Juco programs, and I'm really excited about this opportunity. And if coaches aren't aware of, if they maybe aren't teachers, but they're coaches, they need to look up and figure out what the A+ program is, because that's just a phenomenal program where you have a few requirements for kids, and Missouri picks up that bill for that 2 years of school, basically. So
yes.
it's really hard to pass up. So, well, Coach, thanks for the time, and I know coaches should feel free, or parents should feel free to reach out to you if they've got kids that are looking for that college education and a chance to keep that running career going. And if they are new to the sport, and especially in the area, they can be assured that they'll be in good hands with Steve Davis taking care of their kids. So,
well, I appreciate that.
Appreciate the time, Coach, and I know great things to come at MAC, and thanks for sharing a little bit with us, and we will see you this weekend at the state meet.
You bet.